Welcome to Blunderfest of chess history, where we show the worst one-move blunders that ruined masterpieces and explain why. You may pause the video. The first game is the Game 9 of World Chess Championship 2013. Vishy Anand, who was down by 2 points, was playing white against Magnus Carlsen, who was playing black. Anand really wanted to win this game, which wasn't a surprise because that's how games work. He had started creating a pawn storm on the kingside to blow Magnus off the board, unlike his fanboys who want to blow him under the board. The game was equal, but Anand was on the attack, and then they reached this position where it seemed like Anand had it in the bag.
I think we have it in the bag.
Does seem that way.
Told you.
Okay, but we still need a plan to attack.
I have a plan. Attack.
The plan is simple. Queen goes here to try and mate on g7.
Well, this looks so winning.
Yes, his position is like that Coldplay song. Paralyzed.
I can feel the fear in my enemy's eyes.
Of course, sire. And then my favorite part where you sweep the streets you used to own.
Did you just say to me?
Hold up.
He just defended it by planting his knight there.
Yes, I was hoping he wouldn't see that. We're playing Magnus Carlsen, not some 1500 on Lycus who is still amazed by en passant.
Shut up, you two. Queen, you go there.
Now what?
Now we make a rook lift, bring the rook over and mate on h7 instead.
That's genius.
It was. But also dangerous because Carlsen was threatening to bring another queen in the game. This rook was the only piece defending the queening square, and here Anand played the move of the match.
Which I told him.
Shut up. And he let Carlsen bring another queen into the game with check because he was counting on this rook and queen attack to be unstoppable. But first he had to deal with this check, and he played knight to f1, which was a blunder.
Why?
Carlsen played the only winning move here, and Anand resigned.
What do you think it was?
Carlsen played queen to e1, and Anand realized he had completely missed that. Now he cannot play rook to h4 because simply queen takes, and Anand would be down a rook with no attack left. What he had to play in this position after this check was bishop to f1 instead, so that the knight blocks this diagonal if the queen came to this square. The tiger lost in this game, but such is life. It was a classic case of premature attaculation. Game 2. This was the first game of World Championship match between Boris Spassky and Bobby Fischer in 1972.
This is completely equal material, brother. I refuse to believe Spassky lost this game. Oi, how do you know Spassky blundered? Maybe Fischer did?
LOL, Fischer is one of the greatest players to ever live. He can't blunder here.
Enough talk. Let's fight.
Somebody attacked that unprotected knight. Okay, so we have 3 options now.
Yes, winning, losing, or drawing.
No. I meant 3 options in this position. We could either move our knight, or I could protect it, or you could protect it.
All 3 moves are fine here, and Fischer went with bishop to c7. Spassky took. Fischer took with the bishop so that his bishop was a little more active than white's bishop.
Psst, psst. I'm a bishop, not a cat.
Follow my orders, and I will give you a raise.
In that case.
Now listen carefully, Spassky missed that white pawn is unprotected. Go and win me this game.
Sir, what if it's a trap? He's a world champion after all.
Do you want me to water your back? Maybe that will help you grow a spine.
In case you haven't noticed, you've fallen right into my trap.
Pause the video to try and think what you would play here against Fischer. And don't underestimate yourself. I'm sure you could come up with some exceptionally creative ways to lose.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Sire, I'm trapped. Please send help.
I've never met this man in my life.
To this day, nobody knows why Bobby Fischer played bishop to h2 and let Spassky trap his bishop in an easily drawable position. Spassky brought his king back, and Fischer eventually gave up. This game, his world title, then chess, and a little bit of his sanity. He resigned in this position. But you know what they say, give a man a fish and he will eat for a day. Give a man a Fischer, and he will start questioning if that fish you gave him was real or a figment of his imagination. Next up, Game 3 was a blitz playoff game of a rapid tournament in 1996 between 2 very lesser-known players. You might not have heard of them. with black was playing this Garry Kasparov dude and white was this Vishwanathan Anand guy. Big whoop? It actually was. They were the biggest whoops in chess at the time. And in this game, Kasparov was pressing. His pawns on the king side were a thorn in white's position, and the position was already much better for Kasparov. If there was one thing that could potentially become a problem later, it was that he was uncastled. And it did.
In what universe are we not winning this?
Shut your mouth!
This black dude is attacking me. Someone help.
I'm a lady.
Oh, apologies. This lady dude is attacking me.
I can protect you if my king commands it.
Okay, go ask him.
My brother in Christ, you are the king. Forget it. He doesn't remember anything nowadays. We never should have called him your highness. He took it too literally.
So who's going to take charge now?
I got this. You need to come back here because there is a mate threat on G2 and our queen is tied down defending it.
Keep putting pressure on them.
Why yes, I'd like to double attack your bishop.
Don't be afraid, bro. You're Vishy's bishy. We'll find a way to save you.
Afraid? There is no such word in my dictionary.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, could you grab me some water though?
Sure.
Okay, don't move bishop. Let's set up a trap, rook.
Yes.
Come here and protect it twice.
And in this position, Garry Kasparov played queen takes bishop, which took his position from winning to completely lost on one account only.
Oh, can I guess?
Yes?
His checking or saving account, one of those.
Okay, somebody call security and get this stoned piece of chunk out of here. It was on the account that he was uncastled. Pause the video here and try to think what Anand played. Let's see if you all could have beaten Kasparov from this position.
I think we all see it.
Quick, tell me what it is.
It's a hidden move. Knight to J10 check.
Shut the f up.
Anand played queen takes pawn, and now there was nothing much left to do for Garry Chess. He may be the inventor of chess, but his bishop was hanging, his rook was hanging with check, and his queen was now under attack.
All of my problems would be solved if I just had castled earlier.
I would be connected with my brother over there.
I would be protected by the king.
And I could just move.
I could just FLYYYY in the sky high.
And so Kasparov had to give up his queen, even though he still put up a fight after that. He had a rook and a bishop for a queen. But a king just can't do with a bishop and rook what he can do with a queen. Anand went on to win the playoffs and the rapid tournament in 1996. Because white is threatening mate here, and black has no way of defending the piece, the knight is too far away, and the rook can't step here because of this pawn.
Told you let me take charge. Yes, I'm that same pawn.
Let us know in the comments if there are any other compilations you'd like to see. And lastly, here's the clip of Kasparov when he blundered in this game. We all know what a great poker face he has.
He just went from tournament to tournament, leaving a trail of destruction behind him. Times have changed. The cracks are beginning to show, and